On Fox West Texas Live at 9, you could say it's a neighbor helping a neighbor. A West Texas Police Department introduces yet another tool to help citizens catch criminals in action from the safety of your own home.
Crimes going on in the weather department. It's another mild, and it'll be a relatively chilly start to tomorrow with temperatures in the 40s. But right now it is pleasant out there with a mix of the mid and upper 50s, even low 60s as we get down to Tom Green County. There are changes we need to talk about, and we'll do just that coming up.
Alexa, play Hit Me Baby one more time. What we don't ask of her is to listen when we're not speaking to her. We have all the details on Alexa in just a bit. This is Fox West Texas Live at 9. It starts right now.
What?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Happy Thursday, my favorite day of the week. I'm Keni Mac.
And I'm Tim O'Brien. Did you ever think you'd sing Britney on the air?
I did.
Is that the first time?
And it actually wasn't even the teleprompter to do it. I just literally
it just came
went
out.
with it.
Today is National Pet Day, so what better way to start the show than with some photos of our Fox family furry friends?
That's yours right off the top.
That is Pippa, yes it is.
Aw, adorable. That's my entire crew. We just
Oh
had to put
my
all of them in
goodness.
there. Got a cat, 4 dogs.
You gotta get a minivan for your pets. And speaking of dogs, right, we have the main dog, the big dog in the building. He's in the other room right now.
Don't boost his ego. Give me a break. Look at him. He is just blushing. I can't.
No, I'm not. You know, it's funny, Kenny, if there's one thing you guys at home need to know, Kenny is notorious for just randomly, and I do gas her up a little bit, just randomly singing songs in the newsroom and in the station. She just gives it her all, even though, you know, she's not very talented at that. You know, she's a much better anchor.
Well, that's sad. That's sad if I'm a better anchor.
I'm giving you a hard time. Hey guys, did you enjoy the weather today outside? Because it was really a pleasant day. It was significantly cooler this afternoon compared to the near 100-degree reading we saw on on Wednesday. And tomorrow will be a relatively chilly start to the day. I have us in the 40s by around 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll fall to about 43. Still looking at lots of sunshine tomorrow. And for the first time in what's been a couple of days, I don't have us under those breezy, windy conditions tomorrow. We'll stay relatively light by the afternoon. In fact, here is a look at afternoon highs. Generally speaking, 73 Breckenridge, also in Albany. I have the middle 70s in the Key City, 79 in Ballinger, 81 as we get down to San Angelo, and 79 in Mertzen. But moving forward, there is some changes that we need to talk about. So it'll be much colder with a chance for rain as we head through your day on Saturday. And then I'm also going to give you an update here on our drought conditions as well. So all that's coming up here in just a little bit. In the meantime, we do want to get you caught up on some of the stories that are making headlines tonight.
Thanks, Ricky.
Now, today a big country family is left with nothing after their home burned to the ground overnight.
The Thai Fire Chief, Sean Hicks, told us earlier today that he was the first on scene, and luckily, everyone made it out okay, but still a terrifying situation and a huge loss for that family.
Our Alexis Green met the family at the house today.
A family from Thai is still taking it all in.
This is what's left.
And according to NFPA's report, and that's the National Fire Protection Association, that there are an estimated 45,210 residential fires each year in the U.S. involving an electrical failure or malfunction, resulting in 420 deaths, 1,370 injuries, and 1.4 billion in direct property damage annually.
Yesterday, San Angelo Police Department collaborated with the company Ring to launch a new app for citizens in the Concho Valley.
Our Monica Coleman spoke with the police department about the new safety device that can help you and your neighbor.
Remember the good old neighborhood watch? The protection group was started in 1972.
Now, as usual, I mean, technology just continues to grow, and in most instances, I think it's just a lot, kind of ridiculous, like, wow, that's crazy. Maybe unnecessary at some points, but this is
I think they got this one right in terms of technology,
absolutely.
And I think it's so much quicker. It's so crazy to think that. I mean, even if you call 911, I think the first reaction, just text them real quick, right? Text your neighbor real fast. If you think something's up, it's easier just to say, hey, you know, something's going on, rather than go through the process of making a phone call. So
when it comes to crime or vandalism or anything going on in your neighborhood or your community, I mean, this is perfect to prevent things from happening. If something happens in your front yard, then you can tell the person down the street, hey, look out for this, and that might get them to go out and stop the incident from occurring. So I think that it's actually a really great thing.
It's a good thing. They got it right.
Absolutely. Now, no parent wants to see their child like this. 19 months old, Wesley from North Texas is in ICU after being bitten by a rattlesnake while playing outside. Tim's getting the chills right here. Wesley and her family, they live on a ranch outside of rural Somerville County, but people who live there know that in that area, you can't let your guard down. Snake bites can happen just about everywhere.
You could be in an apartment complex, you could be in a home, playground equipment, or any kind of toys. We've seen them in swim noodles.
Wesley, the 19 months old, I just can't get over that, was back on her feet and back home. She should be fine with follow-up care. Bites are rarely fatal, but if it happens to you, yes, you have to head straight to the emergency room and not an urgent care clinic.
State Representative Tony Tinderholt's bill to make women more personally responsible by punishing those who get an abortion will not be advanced. House Bill 896 calls for punishments ranging from jail time to even potentially the death penalty.
The bill would have changed the Texas Penal Code, possibly labeling abortions as criminal homicide. While the bill had little chance of ever becoming a law, it did get a hearing in Austin earlier this week, but a statement late Wednesday from Chairman Rep. Jeff Leach indicated that the bill would not be advanced from his House committee.
And right now, most school districts in Texas don't teach cursive, but that is about to change.
It's actually crazy because we grew up learning cursive. So when they took that out, that was insane to me. The State Board of Education is changing the requirements for the English language, arts, and reading this upcoming school year. Take a look.
Most of us know how to at least sign our names, even if it's a little sloppy.
I think is it necessary? I guess I don't think it's a completely necessary to use it, but I think when it comes to your signature and things like that, I mean, you have to use your signature on a ton of things.
I think when you write out when you're writing a check, it should be in cursive. But if you don't know how to do it, and that goes back to what they're teaching today in curriculum. That's true. There's certain things they should be teaching, within the districts, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah,
you can't write a check if you don't know cursive.
Or I'm interesting. I am interesting. No, but I am curious how this pans out, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Still to come on Fox West Texas Live, Alexa may be listening even when she's not supposed to be. It's taking the internet by storm today. We have more when we return.